The Revell Enterprise. So last I left off, got top and bottom saucer together. I didn't paint the rim of the saucer the first time, so after I got it together, I put tape over the clear parts and sprayed the edges on there, and then I got the bridge dome on, fished the wires through, so we are good to go to proceed on to the next step, which is the nacelles in the secondary hull. The secondary hull won't bore everyone to death, but I did get it off the tree and I got base coat painted. I'm a type of modeler I like to build first and then paint. I just find it a lot easier, but with this, with all the clear parts, I have to paint and then I'll have to go back in and sand the basically the seam line on top and bottom, which that ain't too bad. You know, if there was like clear parts or everything in it, it'd be complicated. But anyway, I thought about putting it together first, then masking off all the windows, but that's a lot of work, and I think this way is just easier. But anyway, got that accomplished. My next thing to do is put the clear parts in on the secondary hull, and we will continue on from there. The nacelles, I did manage to get them together. I got one together. I will have to sand the seam on the edge here on both the cells and both sides. So that's on. It's going to be this weekend's top priority. Try to get that sanded smooth. Clear parts, got them tinted, and I already done put it up. This is Tamiya's clear orange, and I put like a little drop of red in there too, just to give it just a little darker orange. And what I do is you can airbrush it, or you can you know, I want to say dip it into the Tamiya paint. You can do that too. Just again, depends on how deep and dark you want it. What I do is I take an eyedropper and I'll drop in some Tamiya paint, clear paint with Future. That way it just coats it, makes it a good candy hard shell on it, and you'll be able to you know, won't have no scratches or anything like that. One thing I do is after I dip them, I like to swirl them around, and I set them sometimes like that. This way the clear will settle down the bottom. You might see a dark spot in the middle, but when you put it on the nacelle with the dark spot on there, it blends in real nice and it looks like it's uniform and everything. That's just the way I like to do things like that. I probably don't mention stuff quite like that all the time, but anyway, that's the way I do it. But it's looking pretty darn slick. So my next thing to do is sand the nacelles, and I gotta mask off the clear parts. If you've never seen me build a nacelle, I usually take clips like that. It clamps them together, gets a good bond, and it also makes a nice little work stand for your part. Anyway, so I got to sand on that, and we will continue on building the Enterprise this weekend. 30-minute missions. I just been I basically do a little part every day, and a couple days there I didn't get to touch the Enterprise because I had to dry, but I did manage to get most of the 30-minute mission built. I got one more leg to go, and then the fun stuff can begin. That's painting, weathering, and putting him on a base and finding some weapons and all that. But anyway, very articulated. I mean, it's just like all their Gundam kits, and I like the style of the way the armor and the robot is. But anyway, I think it's just pretty darn slick. But anyway, 30-minute missions, and Hobby Store got a bunch of these in. I gotta go see which ones are mine, and because I hopefully it gets the armor ones. Cause I want the armor set. I may add some armor onto it. But anyway, 30-minute missions is taking shape. Up next, I got a RC car I'm gonna have to do, and we gotta make a pizza delivery sign that fits on top. And this is pretty much the size. It's supposed to be about 2.5 inches. It's real close. It's just under it, and that's fine. I'm going to cut basically a triangle out in styrene, and we'll just glue them on, and you'll have a perfect pizza delivery thing for the top of your car, which you can either bolt or screw in, or I don't have it handy. Magnets. I can probably do magnets too. Glue a magnet underneath the body and pizza delivery and do it that way too, just like the real thing. But anyway, that's on the to-do list. If I just sit down and cut it out, I'll be good to go. But anyway, this weekend Sunday I'll probably be able to model. Today I probably won't do a whole lot because we're having a citywide neighborhood garage sale, which is like, I think I counted 15 neighborhoods that are having garage sales, and I'll probably go to about half of them before time runs out, because I gotta do that, and then I gotta go to the hobby store because they're having a Gundam contest. I gotta go participate in that, and then I gotta go to a figure. There's a figure model store. They sell historical figures and fantasy figures, and I gotta go pick up a model there to bring to the house so we can paint it, and I'll show that once we get it. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. Getting ready to do the pizza delivery sign. 30-minute missions. Very fun build. And we are at the boring stage on the Enterprise. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.